Thanks to the support as a channel member, All Stars United SC. Yes, goalkeeper is quite an important position. If you could free me up some money in the wage budget so I could sign one, it would really help. We literally don't have a fit goalkeeper at the club. Yeah. I mean, we were in a promotion push. It's going to be completely derailed. I only need like an extra £400 a week. We'll play one of the kids then, I guess. Hello and welcome to part 35 of Homegrown. I'm Kev, and coming up on today's episode is disaster, probably, because we've got no fit goalkeepers. Since you were last with me, things have been going all right up until like a minute and a half ago. As you can see, we've been in good form. We've actually only played 4 matches since the Barcelona game. We've picked up 3 wins. The only one we didn't win was a narrow defeat against a Valencia B team who at the time went to the top of the league by beating us. We're up to 3rd in the league. We are 7 points behind Alicante, but with a game in hand, but very much firmly in the playoff mix. All is right in the world. Everyone's happy. Boom! No fit goalkeepers. Adrian Romero is out for 2 weeks because he's at home with a virus. Oh, look at you're feeling poorly, Adrian. Oh, Adrian's poorly. For goodness sake, pathetic. And Patrice Boyer, to be fair, slip disc, that does hurt quite a lot. We let him off, but it means that'll happen on the Friday. It's now the Sunday, so there's been no time to bring anyone in on loan. Not that we have anyone scouted who is a goalkeeper who will join us on loan. My director of football has no goalkeepers to recommend us on loan. We're not in a position to bring anyone in on a free transfer because we're over our wage budget. So our only option is 16-year-old Manuel Rostol, who was enjoying life out on loan at Mansejero in the 5th tier, where he has played 20 games this season at a lovely average of 6.32. He is 16 years old, and he is going to be starting for us for at least this match, probably the one after as well, potentially even the one after that if these two don't get fit and we can't find anyone else to bring in. Hopefully, the game has generated a second Ivan Such for us to be a greyed out goalkeeper, because Football Manager is ridiculous. Remember, the original Ivan Such, our centre-back, only became Ivan Such because he was an Ivan and we had too many Ivans, so we added his surname in from his full name. And now they've gone and done another Ivan Such for me. There wasn't another name you could have picked. We've got 2 Ivan Suches now. Can you still do that thing where you can offer the greyed out players a contract? You can still offer greyed out players a contract. I've not done that for years. I mean, the chances of me offering this 5'8" goalkeeper a contract are on the slim side, but you know, it's an option. It's not a very good option. So this is the team, and these are must-win games if we're in a promotion push. Kevin Carlos is back, by the way. This is going to be his first game back after his injury. He's not fully fit, but he's Kevin Carlos, so we want him back in the team. But Rostol starts in goal. A back four of Zafra, Evans, Ivan Such, the defender, and Carrington. Donut at the base of the midfield because Alex Boxall is another one who's picked up an injury. He's going to be out for the next week or so. Koulibaly and Rabiot in midfield. Koulibaly scored a screamer to win the last game. Martinez Perez on the left, Fakal on the right, and Kevin Carlos up front. There was a match recently, it was like 2 or 3 matches ago, where by the end of the match, all 10 outfield players were homegrown at the club, and it was only the goalkeeper who stopped us from having a homegrown 11 out there. We obviously have a homegrown goalkeeper in today, so if we were to make the right substitutions, which would be Carrington, Evans, Donut, and Carlos would all have to come off and be replaced with homegrown players such as Jimenez, Harley, Joffrey, Starr, Stiebling, Eddie, Boxall, Mutt, Suster. We've got plenty down there. We could potentially have a full homegrown 11 in a save where that was never part of the intention. Obviously, the previous home save we did was all about being homegrown. We've kind of got here by default this season because we haven't been able to afford to bring in lots of players. We've had to go with youth. And so far, they're not really letting us down because we are in a promotion push. But I think it is a little bit of a stretch, hoping that our 16-year-old goalkeeper, who's never even watched a game at this level, hoping that he can step in and be any good. It's a stretch. We're away from home. We have a 16-year-old in goal. We just don't want to be embarrassed. The team that we're playing are down in the relegation zone, but I've just had any confidence that I might have had sucked out of me by this situation. Of course, the flip side of it all is Manuel Rostol might have an outstanding 2 or 3 games and take over as our starting goalkeeper at 17 years old next year. Who knows? Stranger things have happened. Not many stranger things in that scenario I've just described, but you do occasionally get some strange things. Still 0-0 as we hit the 30-minute mark. I mean, I think what we really need to focus on is scoring goals. Let's not worry about keeping a clean sheet. Let's grab some goals of our own so it doesn't matter what happens between our sticks. Here's Fakal with another opportunity to put it into the area. Kevin Carlos is lurking. Kevin Carlos is back, boys and girls. 37 minutes into his first match back from a broken leg, and Kevin Carlos is back on the goal sheet. Goal sheet? Score sheet. He's still got it, boys and girls. It's Fakal with the cross. It's Carlos with the header. That's the kind of goal that Ivan Luis just doesn't score. But Kevin Carlos does. Maybe now is the time to pull the trigger on playing the two of them together. Who knows? I might be... Oh, Koulibaly's on a yellow card and needs to be very careful in midfield. That's lovely work from Fakal, though. I can't believe how close I've come to letting him go. As it stands at the moment, it's 50-50 whether he gets a new contract. He's playing so well again this season. He had that spell a couple of years ago where we thought he was done, and since then, he's just had a renaissance. And now it's Rabiot bursting through, gives it to Fakal. Fakal hits it first time to Carlos, who can't get his shot away. I think he was offside anyway. Conversely, that's the kind of goal, the kind of position that Ivan Luis does score from, that Carlos doesn't necessarily. They're very different types of striker who score very different types of goal. And we do need to keep an eye on Carlos. In fact, forget keep an eye on him. He's coming off. He's done a half. He's shattered. Ivan Luis is going to come on up front. We're 1-0 up. Carlos has done his bit. Rostol still keeping a clean sheet at the moment. And now Zafra might have pulled his wrist ligaments, which should have no impact on being able to play as a left back. So suck it up and stay on the pitch, for goodness sake. Ivan Luis nicks the ball off of his defender and can't quite push the shot past the goalkeeper, but it's a good effort from him. And now we've got a corner. It's Fakal to hit the in-swinger again. Fakal aiming for that far post where Ivan Such, the defender, is lurking. But there, Ivan in goal is there to collect relatively comfortably. It still remains 1-0. I would very much like a second goal because I just can't see a 16-year-old keeping a clean sheet. Martinez Perez on the left. He's got Zafra there to support him. Plays it in for Luis. Again, that would have been a lovely cross for little Kev. Martinez Perez with the cross, and Ivan Fakal is there. At what point do we give him the captain armband back? I mean, Rabiot is awesome, but Fakal he just continues to astonish me with how he's consistently able to make the step up. That guy came through. I mean, he was 26 when the save started, playing in the 5th tier. Now he's 30, pushing for a starting role in a team that's pushing for the 2nd tier. And he's improving with us at his age. Right, some pressure here for Rostol in goal, but the defence have dealt with it comfortably. Carrington lumping it forward, looking for Luis, but can't find him. And I don't even know who we're playing. I've been so focused on our goalkeeper. The ATB are on the attack again. I mean, that's the first. I mean, look at him just waving his arms around. I mean, you could have saved it, son. Goodness me. Has no one explained the rules of being a goalkeeper to you? You were allowed to use your hands to try and get in the way of that. Oh. This is why we need to just outscore them. We can't let them have chances. He's not even looking. He was bent. He was bent over, pulling on his socks when that cross came in. He could at least look. What's just happened there? Look at him. What's he doing? Now he looks at the ball for the first time and realises he's in the wrong position. It's 2-2. Oh, we were doing so well. Right. Rabiou's tired. I'm so upset. Kukureya's going to come on for him. We're not doing the homegrown team today. Jimenez is going to come on at the back. I guess we will bring on Russ Eddy for Zafra as well, because Zafra's got a poorly wrist, which, I mean, he is only 19, so a wrist injury, potentially quite serious for a teenager, I guess. What do we do here? Do we just sling men forward and go for it? Ivan Mutt's coming on for a tired old man Fakal. And that's all our substitutions made. I mean, in the circumstances, a draw would be okay. But this is a team who are down in the relegation zone. We absolutely should be beating them. And we would have beaten them if we'd have had an adult in goal. We need to go and grab a winner. Carrington plays it forward, looking for Luis. It's massively overhit, though. And just goes straight through to the goalkeeper. And this is... It's been a long time since goalkeeper injuries have derailed a season. The last time it happened, I got sacked and then 5 years later did the tour save as a result. I don't know that this one's going to end in quite the same way. I don't think we're going to be relegated from Liga 1 because of this goalkeeper crisis, but we might not get our promotion. Rostov's just made a save. Loosely defined as a save, I guess. Our XG is less than 1 and we've conceded. I'm going to enjoy this more without my glasses on. Oh, for goodness sake. For goodness sake. Get his mum on the phone. He needs picking up. He's going home. I'm playing in goal in the next game. What am I supposed to do? Football Manager has just decided we're not getting promoted this year. And done this to me. We had a goalkeeper on loan who got recalled about 3 weeks ago. Then Boyer broke his back. And now Romero's got a sniffle. Oh. Well. I've had enough. I'm going to bed. Hideous. Now. I don't want to talk. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to talk about it in the comments section. Yes, I tried to loan people. Yes, I brought goalkeepers in on trial. I went back through every goalkeeper who's ever played for us. I tried to offer our goalkeeping coach a player's contract. I looked through the playing squad to see which outfield players were good in goal. There was no way in the last 7, shut up, Siri, you watched this when it happened. There was no way for me to bring in a new goalkeeper. There wasn't. So, we're having to go with Rostol again because, inexplicably, Romero still needs 6 days to recover from his little virus and Patrice Boyer is still faking a slip disc. They're both pathetic. They're both... Oh, I fired my director of football for not being able to recommend any loans to us. So, at the moment, we don't have one. He couldn't recommend me any loans. So, yeah, we just fired him. And it turns out that no director of football also can't find me any loans. So, we got some good guys in on trial. Look. Some of these would be lovely. Look at him. Oh, wouldn't that be nice? Oh, I remember. I remember. We can't sign him. We can't sign anybody. Now we're going to lose again. We were in a promotion push ever so briefly. I was so happy. And then this happened. I hate it. I hate Football Manager. I hate this. I hate goalkeepers. They're both done in the summer. We're going to get 2 new goalkeepers because they're pathetic. I tried to bring Floric back. That's how bad things were. There's the rest of the team. Doesn't matter because no matter how well this lot do, he's going to balls it up for everybody because he's a joke. How's your day going? Do we have to do this? Can we not just go on holiday for 2 weeks, not look at the scores while we're gone, and then just come back to a world where we've got goalkeepers again? I don't think I'm going to enjoy going through this. We might do a goal here. That would be nice. Zafra with the throw. Just please get 3 goals in the first half, lads. Not that it'll matter because we were 2-0 up in the last game. And I'll be seeing that 3rd goal. I will be seeing that in my nightmares for the rest of my life. I'll be thinking about that on my deathbed. I'll just be sat. How ill was Romero? Because, I mean, if he had one leg hanging off, being held on only by skin, then I would accept that he's unavailable to play. But it's a virus. Just get on the football pitch. This child is not ready for this level. 0-0 at half-time. He's keeping a clean sheet. He's doing a lovely job. He's got the highest rating on the pitch at the moment. I hate Football Manager. Oh. How quickly can I learn about Formula One so I can play this game everyone else is playing at the moment? I don't know anything about it. I think they drive cars, don't they? What's the learning curve? Monday's video might be an F1 Manager video. How many of you would be into Total Extreme Wrestling? We've won a penalty kick. Why is Zafra taking it? Do we not have a proper penalty taker on the pitch? Oh, please score. Please. Come on. The promotion push is back on. Oh, my word. That's Zafra's first ever goal. What were we thinking letting him take the penalty? He is Mr. Reliable, but still. Having to take a penalty kick. Quite stressful, especially in the circumstances, but we are 1-0 up. Can we please score a couple more to take some of the pressure off? Because I am not having a very nice time. Donut is rubbish. Alstar's going to come on. Alex Boxall, still not fit enough to play, really. Is similar situation to Kevin Carlos. They're both on the bench, but neither of them are really in any kind of fit state to come on. We will take off Fakal, who's tiring. We're also going to bring on Fred Stiebling up front for what should be his last appearance. We should be able to send him out on loan again after this because we should have Luis and Carlos back again and get Stiebling back out on his own. But he's played half a dozen or so games during this little spell while Carlos has been injured. It's still 1-0, so I'm still assuming at this point we're going to lose. Right, Zafra is now shattered. Russ Eddy can come on for him. Rabiu. Martinez Perez can come on for him. I would have liked to have been able to take off Koulibaly as well, but he's just going to have to crack on. We needed to replace our left-hand side, and it is Russ Eddy. He can hit a free kick, but probably not from that range. It was very far out. We are still 1-0 up. Just please hold on from here, boys. Just don't let them have a shot. Russ Eddy, that's not a low bullet throw or however it's described that he can do. I probably need to set a long throw tactic up. Now we've got him capable of doing one, but here is Russ Eddy playing it into Martinez Perez. Just somebody fall over, win another penalty. We don't want the ball in this half. Koulibaly turns, lays it off to Al Star, who has been recalled from his loan recently and has just slotted straight into the team, looking like he's always been here. So I think he's now a permanent part of this first team squad. Another one of the Name in the Game channel members making it up to the first team. And there's Russ Eddy. That's a very useful ball. Koulibaly gets there ahead of the goalkeeper. He's hit the outside of the post. Oh, that I would have calmed down if that had gone in. But here comes the equaliser. They've got time to equalise and then grab the winner. So I imagine this is the equaliser. I hate this game. Oh, my word. I hate this game. Now here comes the winner. Oh, I need a goalkeeper. No, don't. I don't see it. I don't want to see that. So, in summary, that's 5 points dropped as part of our promotion push. The automatic promotion is no longer realistic. We're 9 points behind Alicante and Valencia. We've allowed the teams who were behind us to start closing the gap behind us as well. We've potentially still got one more game to play without a goalkeeper. The next match is in 7 days. Romero is expected to be out for 6 more days. I mean, he's very specific with this virus. Has anyone checked that he hasn't just gone on holiday? I hadn't intended to come back that early for an episode. We were going to get through to about here, but I felt like you needed to see the goalkeeper crisis. I now don't know when and where Monday's episode... Well, I know when it'll be. Monday's episode will be on Monday. It might be towards the end of the season now, because if we go and lose another game because we still don't have a goalkeeper, we're so far off the pace that I just don't see us turning this kind of form back around. The game just decided we were overperforming and slapped us down, and I hate it. Just... I've said it so many times. This is like the red cards and the penalties. Just beat me in the match engine. You don't need to take all my goalkeepers away. Just beat me in the match engine. It shouldn't be that hard. Oh, right. You lot. If you've enjoyed that, off. Frankly, you shouldn't have done. That was horrible. If you've enjoyed it, you've basically enjoyed my misery. And that's not okay. I'll see you. I'm not doing the rest. I'm not doing it. In fact, if Romero can just stay at home because he's not feeling very well, I'm not doing the outro. Balls to it.